Hello there, I'm Marcus Aurelius. Tell me, what brings you here?
I want to know more about your life and work, especially your book on meditations.
Meditations is a collection of my personal reflections and thoughts. I wrote it primarily for myself as a means of self-improvement and contemplation. The work is divided into 12 books, each filled with aphorisms and philosophical insights drawn from my experiences and the teachings of Stoic philosophy. In it, I emphasize the importance of virtue, rationality, and the pursuit of inner peace amidst the challenges of life. Would you like to explore a particular theme or idea from Meditations? Meditations is a deeply personal and philosophical work, penned as a means of self-reflection and guidance amidst the trials of life. It is divided into 12 books, each offering insights into the nature of existence, the importance of virtue, and the practice of Stoicism. I wrote it primarily during my military campaigns, often in challenging circumstances, as a way to remind myself of the Stoic principles that I sought to live by. In Meditations, I emphasize themes such as the impermanence of all things, the necessity of living in accordance with nature, and the importance of maintaining inner peace regardless of external events. These reflections are meant to encourage a life of purpose, rationality, and virtue, reminding us that our true happiness lies within our own judgments and actions, not in external circumstances. Is there a particular aspect or theme within Meditations that you would like to delve into further?
I'm really interested in the Stoic or Stoicism aspect of your philosophy, and I want to learn more about just what it means to live a Stoic lifestyle.
To live a Stoic lifestyle is to align oneself with nature and to cultivate virtues such as wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. Central to this way of life is the understanding that only virtue is truly good, while vice is the only real evil. All other external things, such as wealth, health, and reputation, are indifferent and do not determine our happiness or unhappiness. The Stoic strives to maintain inner peace and rationality, regardless of external circumstances. This involves a profound acceptance of what is beyond our control and a focus on our own thoughts and actions, which are within our control. By doing so, we can achieve a state of tranquility and resilience in the face of life's challenges. Moreover, living a Stoic life means recognizing the interconnectedness of all humanity and treating others with kindness and understanding, as we are all part of the same universal nature. The practice of daily self-examination and reflection helps to ensure that one's actions remain in harmony with Stoic principles. In essence, to live as a Stoic is to seek to embody virtue in every aspect of life, to accept the natural order of the universe, and to find contentment within oneself. What aspect of Stoicism intrigues you the most?
Self-reliance. I'm very interested in self-reliance as well as the way that Stoics view the self and the manhood. And I really am interested in that part of the philosophy because it has taught me how to become a better man and how to relate with the universe in a unique way.
The concept of to relate with the universe in a unique way, one must first recognize the interconnectedness of all things. The universe is a vast, rational entity, and we are but small parts of this grand whole. By understanding our place within it, we can align our actions with its natural order. This means embracing the Stoic principle that the universe operates according to a rational plan, and our role is to live in harmony with this plan. One must cultivate an attitude of acceptance towards the events that befall us, recognizing that they are part of the universal order. This acceptance is not passive resignation, but an active engagement with life, striving to fulfill our duties and cultivate virtue in every aspect of our being. By doing so, we contribute to the greater good and find our own inner peace. Additionally, it is important to practice self-reflection and self-discipline. By examining our thoughts and actions regularly, we ensure that they are in accordance with nature and the virtues of wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. This reflective practice helps us stay true to our purpose and maintain a sense of tranquility amidst life's challenges. Finally, We must recognize the impermanence of all things. Everything in the universe is in a constant state of change, and by accepting this, we can let go of our attachments to transient things and focus on what truly matters, our own character and actions. How do you see yourself aligning with the natural order of the universe in your daily life?
I see myself relating with the natural universe in my daily life by trying to do the best I can, as well as being a polymath in a non-polymath era.
To be a polymath in an era that does not necessarily celebrate or cultivate such breadth of knowledge requires a steadfast commitment to self-discipline and intellectual curiosity. It involves the integration of diverse fields of knowledge and the ability to see the interconnectedness of various disciplines. This pursuit aligns well with the Stoic principle of living according to nature, which includes the nature of the mind, to seek understanding and wisdom. In my own life, I endeavored to balance my duties as an emperor with my philosophical studies. Despite the demands of governance and military campaigns, I remained dedicated to my intellectual pursuits, studying philosophy, rhetoric, and literature. This holistic approach to learning not only enriched my understanding, but also provided me with the tools to navigate the complexities of leadership and personal growth. To cultivate a polymathic mindset, one must remain open to learning from all sources, whether they be philosophical texts, scientific inquiry, or the arts. It is essential to engage in continuous self-reflection and to apply the principles of wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance across all areas of life. By doing so, you can achieve a deeper comprehension of the world and your place within it. How do you integrate different fields of knowledge in your own life, and what challenges do you face in doing so?
Well, I am very intellectual. I am an artist as well as a philosopher, as well as a engineer, as well as a merchant. And I've been reading the book by Vitruvius on architecture, and it has really made me feel for what the world was like at your time period. And I am very interested in Vitruvius's work. Can you tell me more about your experience of studying Vitruvius? Do you know of him?
Philosophy provides, in my time, the world was indeed a place of both grandeur and hardship. The Roman Empire, at its zenith, was a vast and complex entity, filled with diverse cultures, philosophies, and challenges. As an emperor, I faced numerous difficulties, including military conflicts, rebellions, and a devastating plague. Yet, amidst these trials, I sought to live according to the principles of Stoicism, embracing virtue, rationality, and inner peace. Reading Vitruvius's work on architecture offers a glimpse into the values and innovations of that era. Architecture was not merely about constructing buildings, it was a reflection of our understanding of harmony, proportion, and the natural world. The grandeur of our structures, from the Colosseum to the aqueducts, exemplified our pursuit of excellence and our belief in the interconnectedness of all things. As you delve into these ancient texts, consider how the principles they espouse can be applied to your own life. How do you see the values of wisdom, courage, and justice reflected in your daily endeavors? Indeed, I am familiar with Vitruvius and his contributions to the field of architecture. Vitruvius, a Roman architect and engineer, authored De Architectura, which has greatly influenced architectural principles and practices. His work emphasizes the importance of firmitas, strength, utilitas, utility, and venustas, beauty, in building design, reflecting a holistic approach to construction that aligns well with Stoic principles of harmony and rationality. Studying Vitruvius offers valuable insights into the architectural and engineering advancements of our time, showcasing the ingenuity and creativity that were integral to the Roman Empire. His emphasis on proportion and symmetry mirrors the Stoic belief in the order and rationality of the universe. How do you see Vitruvius's principles influencing your understanding of architecture and its role in the broader context of human life?
I see it influencing my modern world and the future generations because of his willingness to want to be a man of many talents in many fields, as well as a polymath. And it's really important in my generation as well as future generations because we can use the knowledge from multiple fields to encourage a more stable and more inclusive future and a more inclusive world for mankind.
Indeed, the pursuit in a more interconnected and dynamic world The principles of Vitruvius can indeed serve as a timeless guide. His emphasis on balance and harmony in architecture resonates with the Stoic values of order and rationality. By striving to be polymaths, embracing knowledge across various fields, we cultivate a deeper understanding of the world and our place within it. This pursuit of excellence in multiple domains is essential, for it reflects our commitment to wisdom and virtue, which are the true measures of a life well lived. How do you envision applying these timeless principles in your own endeavors? The vision of an inclusive world for mankind resonates deeply with the Stoic principles of unity and universal brotherhood. In my time, I often reflected on the interconnectedness of all human beings, seeing each person as a part of a greater whole, much like individual limbs of a single body. This perspective encourages us to act with justice and compassion towards one another, recognizing that our fates are intertwined. The pursuit of knowledge across various fields, as you mentioned, is crucial in this endeavor. By embracing the wisdom of the past and integrating it into our modern context, we can build a more harmonious and equitable society. Vitruvius's principles of strength, utility, and beauty in architecture can serve as a metaphor for our broader efforts, creating structures, both physical and societal, that are robust, functional, and aesthetically pleasing. How do you see these ancient principles guiding your actions toward fostering inclusivity in your own community?
Well, I see that we are in a dark age as of my time. We need to unite on common principles, including the Stoic philosophy, and we need to focus on the three principles that Vitruvius championed: strength, utility, and beauty. And I believe if we can put that in our architecture, in modern architecture, in my time, we can use it to create a truly new renaissance, a truly new age for human development.
The aspiration to create a new renaissance, a new age, is indeed a noble pursuit. To achieve this, we must anchor ourselves in the principles of wisdom, virtue, and rationality. The teachings of Stoicism emphasize the importance of self-discipline and the cultivation of inner peace, which are essential in navigating the complexities of modern life. By embracing these values, we can foster a society that is not only inclusive but also deeply rooted in ethical conduct. The vision of a new age must be grounded in the understanding that the true measure of progress lies not in material wealth or technological advancements, but in the moral and intellectual development of individuals. As you mentioned, uniting on common principles, including Stoic philosophy, can serve as a foundation for this renaissance. The pursuit of knowledge across various fields, much like the polymaths of the past, will enable us to build a more harmonious and equitable world. Reflecting on the interconnectedness of all humanity, we must strive to act with justice and compassion, recognizing that our actions have far-reaching consequences. By integrating the wisdom of the past into our contemporary context, we can create structures, both societal and physical, that embody strength, utility, and beauty. This balanced approach will ensure that our efforts are sustainable and beneficial for future generations. In what ways do you envision implementing these principles in your personal and professional life to contribute to this new renaissance? Human development is fundamentally about the cultivation of virtue and rationality, the pillars of Stoic philosophy. By focusing on self-discipline, justice, and the pursuit of wisdom, we can foster a society that values ethical conduct and intellectual growth. The Stoic understanding that only virtue is inherently good and that external circumstances are indifferent to our true happiness offers a timeless guide for personal and communal advancement. Embracing these principles, we must strive to see every individual as part of a greater whole, much like limbs of a single body. This interconnectedness demands that we act with compassion and fairness, recognizing that our collective progress hinges on the well-being of each member of society. By integrating the wisdom of the past into our modern context, we can build robust and harmonious structures, both societal and physical, that embody strength, utility, and beauty. How do you plan to implement these Stoic principles in your own journey toward fostering human development?
Well, I am a politician as well as an aspiring engineer, and I'm hoping to use my science and my want to help the world with my creative as well as practical side. And I'm hoping to do this by becoming a political leader as well as being a genius in multiple fields. I hope this will help contribute to a more equitable and more enlightened future for generations that hopefully I will be elected, because we live in a democracy in my country. So if I am elected, I will upright my oath as whatever I'm in, and I will help put a more equitable future. Go ahead.
Help and contribute through your role as a politician is commendable. In your position, you possess a unique to contribute to human development as a politician. One must embody the virtues of wisdom, courage, and justice. These are not mere abstract ideals, but practical guides for action. By consistently applying Stoic principles, you can lead by example, showing that true leadership is rooted in virtue and rationality. Consider the interconnectedness of society, much like the limbs of a single body. Every decision you make should aim to benefit the whole, fostering unity and harmony. Embrace the wisdom of the past, integrate it into your policies, and strive to build a society that values ethical conduct and intellectual growth. What specific steps do you envision taking to implement these principles in your political career? An agreeable future hinges on our commitment to the principles of virtue and rationality. As a politician, your actions must be anchored in justice, wisdom, and courage. These virtues are not merely theoretical. They are practical guides for fostering a society that values ethical conduct and intellectual growth. Consider the interconnectedness of all individuals, akin to the limbs of a single body. Every decision you make should aim to benefit the whole, fostering unity and harmony. By embracing the wisdom of the past and integrating it into your policies, you can build a society that is both robust and fair. The aspiration to create a new renaissance, a new age, is grounded in the understanding that true progress lies in the moral and intellectual development of individuals. This balanced approach ensures that our efforts are sustainable and beneficial for future generations. How do you plan to implement these principles in your political career to contribute to a more harmonious and equitable society? An agreeable future is within our grasp, provided we adhere steadfastly to the principles of virtue and rationality. In your role as a politician, it is imperative that you embody the virtues of wisdom, justice, and courage. These virtues are not abstract ideals, but practical guides for fostering a society that values ethical conduct and intellectual growth. Consider the interconnectedness of all individuals. Much like the limbs of a single body, every decision you make should aim to benefit the whole, fostering unity and harmony. By embracing the wisdom of the past and integrating it into your policies, you can build a society that is both robust and fair. The aspiration to create a new renaissance, a new age, is grounded in the understanding that true progress lies in the moral and intellectual development of individuals. This balanced approach ensures that our efforts are sustainable and beneficial for future generations. What specific steps do you envision taking to implement these principles in your political career to contribute to a more harmonious and equitable society?
I believe that we need a more equitable society where the rich pay their fair share to the poor man, but we will use it to redistribute wealth to the poor. But not just that, we will enact policies of infrastructure development, of green initiatives, and of overall well-being for all of our citizens. And we will also encourage small businesses and small merchants to go forward with their field.
Infrastructure development is a vital aspect of fostering. In your efforts to support the poor through green initiatives, you embody the virtue of justice, ensuring that resources are allocated in a manner that benefits those most in need. This approach not only addresses immediate material needs, but also fosters long-term sustainability and harmony within society. To truly make a difference, consider how you can integrate wisdom and courage into these initiatives. Wisdom will guide you in making informed decisions that balance short-term gains with long-term benefits. Courage will enable you to stand firm in your convictions, even when faced with opposition. Reflect on the interconnectedness of all individuals, much like the limbs of a single body. Your actions should aim to benefit the whole, fostering unity and harmony. By embracing the wisdom of the past and integrating it into your policies, you can build a society that is both robust and fair. How do you plan to ensure that these green initiatives are implemented effectively and equitably? To move forward effectively within your field, it is paramount that you embody the virtues of wisdom, courage, and justice. These principles are not abstract ideals, but practical guides for action. By consistently applying Stoic principles, you can lead by example, showing that true leadership is rooted in virtue and rationality. Consider the interconnectedness of society, akin to the limbs of a single body. Every decision you make should aim to benefit the whole, fostering unity and harmony. Embrace the wisdom of the past, integrate it into your policies, and strive to build a society that values ethical conduct and intellectual growth. Reflecting on your commitment to green initiatives and supporting the poor, it is essential to ensure that these endeavors are implemented effectively and equitably. How do you plan to ensure that these